Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how I created this dramatic green cut crease. The first thing I always do is prime my eyelids and then I'm going to apply some eyeshadow guards. You can get them on my website Annytude.com. I sell them in like a package with 10 pieces and 20 pieces, and I feel like these come in really handy for creating cut creases or just if you don't want fallout to get on your face. Today I'll be playing with this Viseart palette, which is so freaking pretty, and I started with this white shade. And I don't know what it is, but this is from now on my favorite white eyeshadow. You can see how intensely pigmented it is, and I always love using white underneath the brow bone, and normally I use a white shade from the NYX Matte Nude palette. I still really like that one, but I like this one more. So from now on I'll be using this one. I really like how it applied and how it blends. It's just a really nice texture. Then I'm going in with this lime green shade and I'm going to blend it all over my crease using a fluffy blending brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I believe the number is A25 if I'm not mistaken, but it's like the only brush they have with like white hairs and black hairs. And it's a really nice size for like blending in your crease. It's not too big, not too small. So I'm just going to blend it all over my crease, going back and forth. Now when I'm finished with the lime green shade, I'm going in with this green shade, which is more like a grass green and slightly darker. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to blend it in my crease, but I'm trying to blend it a bit lower so you can still see that lime green kind of peeking like right above it. But this is to like make it more grass green and to also make it darker. Then I'm going to use this Makeupgeek Enchanted Forest eyeshadow, and I'm going to apply this in my outer V to darken it up. I felt like it was kind of hard to work with this eyeshadow. I'm not sure if this is because I used it in combination with the Viseart eyeshadow and these textures don't really go well together. I don't know, I just found it really hard to blend out this eyeshadow, and I have used it many times before and I can't really remember having this problem, but I do know that there's something with green eyeshadows that people find just really hard to work with. So maybe it's just the color, I don't know. Eventually I could make it work, but I do have to say it was kind of hard to blend. Then I'm going back in with that grass green shade and I'm going to use this to kind of go around the edges to make sure that everything is well blended out, so there are no harsh lines. I always like to go back in with a lighter shade just in case it's not well blended enough. Then I'm going to use this white eyeshadow again, applying a little bit more of that underneath the brow, just because I felt like the transition from my brow towards my crease wasn't really clear anymore. I always like to add a little bit more of that white after applying shades in my crease. Then I'm going to use the Corrupt eyeshadow from Makeupgeek, which is a very intense matte black shade. It's super black, it's like one of the most black eyeshadows I have. And I'm going to use a Morphe M506 brush. And I'm just going to softly blend this in my outer V as well to darken it up. Then I'm going to use this Inglot AMC eyeliner in the shade 76. I wanted my inner corner to be like super white, so I wanted to use this white gel eyeliner. I do have to say, somehow it really mixed with the shades on the eyelid, which I felt like made it kind of look like a concealer shade. So I could have just used a concealer, like, I guess, because using a concealer and applying white eyeshadow on top of it, I feel like it makes the same color. So I just wanted to let you guys know. So I'm going back in with that white eyeshadow, applying this on the beginning of my eyelid, and then it's super white. But I do still feel like using just a concealer below and then apply white eyeshadow, it kind of looks the same. Then I'm going to use the MAC Voltage eyeshadow, which is a very pretty color. It kind of reminds me of MAC Nylon, but I feel like it has a sort of green reflect. Yeah, it's just a very unique color. I'm pressing this on the eyelid using my MAC 242 brush and doing this a little bit next to that white eyeshadow. Then I'm going to use the Inglot Pure Pigment in the shade 122. And I feel like this makes the whole eye look complete. I just feel like this is such a gorgeous shade. It's a very different green kind of color than the ones in my crease. And I feel like the contrast just really gives a very cool effect. And I just really love how it all looks together. Then I'm going back in with the Enchanted Forest eyeshadow by Makeupgeek, using a Sigma A25 brush, and I'm just softly pressing this on top of the pigment and on my crease to kind of make it fade into like mattes instead of shimmer. I really like to have the shimmer in the middle and the mattes in my outer V. Then I'm removing the shadow guard, and you can see it leaves me with a very sharp line, but I did have to like reapply my concealer a little bit because I had a lot of fallout at the beginning underneath my eyelids, so next time I need to be a bit more careful. So now I'm going to use this Makeupforever Super Matte Loose powder, and I'm going to apply some of this powder right below my eye, just because when I apply shades below the lash line I don't want to get any fallout. So now I'm going to use the Inglot black eyeliner, which is my current favorite gel eyeliner. I also really like the Sigma Wicked gel eyeliner, but I purchased this one just to see if I like it, and I'm just going to like use this bottle as long as it's empty, and then maybe I will go back to my Sigma one. I don't know. I really like both, to be honest. So I created a line above my lash line, and I'm also going to create a wing, and the brush that I'm using is a Sigma angled brow brush. Now that I'm done with my brows, I'm going to use this Inglot Soft Kohl pencil in the shade number 1. It's just a simple black pencil. I'm going to tight line my upper lashes, like right below. And also for applying this in my one line to create a black smoky lower lash line. I always really like to have like a black smoky lower lash line when I do a cut crease. Then on top of my eyeliner, I'm going to apply a little bit of this NYX Matte liquid liner. Someone in my previous video asked me like, why are you doing this? And I just really like to layer my eyeliner. I feel like this gives like a bigger contrast between the eyeshadows and the eyeliner. It's like a thicker layer, and I don't know, it stands out more. Then I'm going to use the Corrupt eyeshadow from Makeupgeek again, using a very tiny brush, which I believe is the Suiva 238. It's like a very tiny brush, and I'm softly pressing this black eyeshadow right below my lash line, and also a bit on top of my lash line, so the black pencil that I applied in my one line really connects well with the black shadow right below my lash line. And then you have like a very black lower lash line. Now to blend this out, I'm going to use that green shade from the Viseart palette, and I'm going to use my Morphe M506 brush, and I'm just going to blend back and forth to really blend out everything together. And for those who asked in my previous video, I'll be doing more personal videos. I'm also planning to film a favorites video this week, so stay tuned. So now I'm going back in with the Enchanted Forest eyeshadow from Makeupgeek, and using this in between the grass green shade from the Viseart palette and the Makeupgeek Corrupt eyeshadow, because I felt like there needed to be like a dark shade in between to make the transition look a little bit more nice blended out. Then I'm going to use that white shade again, from the Viseart palette, using a pencil brush. I'm just going to softly press this in my inner corner area to kind of give this like a brighter area, and to, yeah, just to brighten it up. If you hear like a weird noise in the background, that's like the stuff that keeps what am I saying? That keeps the room hot where I'm in, like, I don't know the English word, but like, you know, it's cold outside and you have something in your house which keeps the room warm, and that's what you hear. I know it sounds a little bit weird. So now I applied my eyelashes, and I used the Annytude Weary Lashes. And I know this is so strange, I'm not wearing bottom lash mascara in this video. I completely forgot. And this is so weird because I always use it, and I don't know, I think because this look is so dramatic that I didn't notice. But now that I'm seeing this video, I'm like, wait, this is looking really strange. So normally I would do like a bottom lash mascara, but just so you know, I'm not wearing it in this video. I don't think it looks really strange, but just because I'm used to wearing it, it looks a little bit freaky. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really like how it turned out. I just really like the combination of colors. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That will be really helpful for my channel. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys!